Don't need a fancy pizza stone or even an oven to make a decent pizza. And today I'm gonna show you how. I am so scared. This is only my second time making a pizza from scratch. Add some water, but apparently it has to be 43 degrees Celsius. Talk about pampered. What else do you want? A massage? What am I saying? I'm actually gonna give it a massage later. Wait for it to froth up. In the meanwhile, let's spread the flour. You're gonna need 2 cups. I'm very aware this is not a cup, but I just don't get why bakers have the most confusing measurements ever. For years, this has been known to English speakers as a cup. Then they decided to grab a silver bowl that is used to feed dogs and say, oh, that is a cup. Actually, now that I think about it, this is more than 2 cups. Okay, maybe that's why they use the measurements. Add a teaspoon of salt. I'm not sure if I killed my yeast or not. Maybe the water was too hot, but there is a bit of froth on there. Add it to the rest of the flour. Add a bit of flour to your workbench, and then you're supposed to knead it for 10 minutes. No wonder bakers have buffed up arms without going to the gym. I kept adding flour to my workbench because it was constantly getting stuck. Is that normal? My arms are killing me. This is harder than it looks. That's why I hate baking so much. Also, the waiting time is not ideal. What do you mean I have to wait at least an hour before I can make a pizza? But it's coming along. The dough is looking nice and plump like my ass. When the dough stops being sticky, add a bit of oil to your bowl, then add your dough to it and let it rest for an hour. In the meanwhile, let's make the sauce. I'm making the sauce completely from scratch. That's right, no jar, not even a can of tomatoes. Where are my fellow Italians at? They're gonna be so proud of me. So take the onions, then add the tomatoes, followed by some garlic and some seasoning. For my pizza flavor, I wanna make sausages. Look at how thin they are. Must be nice. I'm gonna cut them into small bite-sized pieces and give them a nice little char and some salt. Add some of that tomato sauce from earlier and lots of pomegranate molasses because I wanted to counter the saltiness of the pizza. Back on the heat we go for a minute or two, and finally I can show you how to make a pizza on a normal pan. First, lightly oil your pan. Don't think it has been an hour yet, but I cannot wait any longer. Hey. You want to spread your dough all over the pan and make sure you make the crust with your hands. I've always thought, what's the point of a crust? Then I found out that without it, you can't even hold the pizza. Don't add any toppings yet. We're first gonna put it on medium-high heat till it's cooked 80% through. This kind of came out like bread. I did have to flip it on the other side so it can cook all the way through. And now we can finally add our toppings, starting with the tomato sauce. I'm gonna add 2 types of cheese, Edam so it can have that stretchy cheesiness, and orange cheddar. Add that sausage from earlier. Then we cover it and put it back on the heat so the cheese can melt. This took so long. Finally, we're done. Let's give it a try. Bismillah. Incredibly mid. I hate baking so much.